Yo, 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 this your boy. This your boy. Yeah, I'm on my data right now, so this ain't gonna be the best. My data kind of got slashed, so this might be laggy. So it is what it is. It's just working with what we got. This your boy Shaman Fair. Just breaking out another video. I really don't care who hops in. I'm just here for the playback niggas. Just so I can, give out the message. I wasn't even gonna get on this motherfucker, but it is what it is. I ain't really gotta tell you. I ain't really gotta tell you shit. Just know I wasn't gonna hop on. But it's just a great mother. That's the only reason why I'm on this motherfucker. True divine self. So, well, title of the video, as you can see, once you are honest to yourself and you stay true to yourself, when you just surrender to who you are truly, your spirituality will always rear its head to you to tap into. You just got to be honest and walk with integrity so you can get the right elements to your spirit. You don't want to be out of alignment to where you go to things that ain't really you. You know what I mean by that? Because there's a lot of things out here, but it ain't right. A lot of this shit out here ain't right. So you gotta stay true to yourself and just be honest. If you don't resonate with something, you forcing it, just be honest with yourself. Be like, well, it may not be the time for me to work with this. You just gotta be honest with yourself. And the things that you do resonate to, we'll go work on those things. You know what I'm saying? Don't fit a shoe that don't fit. You know what I mean? That hurt. You a size 13 and you try to fit a size 9. You know what I mean? So just be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself when you're going towards the truth, because it's right in front of your face. The truth is right in front of your face. The things you got to work on is right in front of your face. You just got to be honest and stay true to yourself in these type of moments. And your spirituality will show up. Trust me. I'm the type of person, I don't really look for things. But once I just stay true to myself and just, be honest about myself, I always end up finding what I need to find. I always end up finding what I need to find. You know what I mean? Literally, every time that I'm on my path and I'm not even looking for nothing, I just be doing me. Next thing you know, I get another key. I get another element that I need to work on. I'll get some things that I need to work on. I get some tools that I ended up coming back in my life. You know what I mean? Just by me staying balanced and staying open and receptive to what I got to stay receptive to, I always end up getting where I need to go, but you just got to be honest and not run away from your primal urges, meaning like, that don't mean go to your ego, whatever your ego, your primal self is different from your ego. You know what I mean? That's another great way to, connect to your spirituality is follow the primal urges. As a primordial being, we all got different things that ignite us, and you kind of have to go to those things that ignite you, because you're leaving a big part of yourself out when you don't. The primordial being understands what I'm talking about. Once you reject your primal self, it's never good to reject your primal self. You just gotta find ways to incorporate it with your everyday life. You know what I mean? But do it in a ways of balance. Do it in a way of balance. Don't just be out here all wild with it. Keep it in the center. You know what I'm saying? Keep it balanced. But yeah, you just gotta be honest with yourself and stay true to yourself, and it'll all come to you. It'll all fall into place. If you gotta forcefully look for it, you ain't doing it right. You gotta let it come to you. Trust me, I don't even be looking for things. Spirit will bring something for me to work on, and it'll be some shit I have to work with. Happens every time. And it's up to you to dig deep with those resources and apply that wisdom in areas of your life. When you do get the keys, when you do get these certain elements that came from spirit, it's up to you to work on these things. Don't just get these tools and not do nothing with them. Don't just get the information. You can evolve. That's what it's here for. It's here for you to evolve. It's not here for you to just learn and know about it. No, utilize the information that you have gained from the spirit for your spirituality, utilize it. Because if you don't use it, you lose it. Once you do find those things that you need to work on, don't just put them on the back burner. Just keep utilizing it the best way you can. And then you're going to get more to work on. And then you're going to get more to work on. But 555, it usually comes to you. That change, those changes come to you gradually. As long as you're making sure that you're balanced, staying true to yourself, being honest to yourself, doing those inner workings that it's always there to work on, you're going to end up finding those things that you need to find. It's going to be right in front of your face. It's going to be right in front of your face. So if you feel like it's not coming to you, probably got to work on some things. Probably got to think outside the box. Probably got to unlearn some things. It'll fall in your lap. And then have that receptivity. You got to have that receptivity. You got to have that receptivity in order to even receive the information. Because sometimes you do get the information from channels, downloads. Sometimes you will get the information from an individual just pointing a certain direction. But you have to be keen to these signs and symbols in order to even take the next steps. You got to understand what is in front of you. You got to understand that, oh, this is just a little bit more than just a message or a video or just a thought. They probably want me to utilize this. There's been plenty of times where I got things from downloads. And it has a lot to do with my spirituality. I didn't run away from it. I was channeling that shit. I was not running away, because that's a lot of the times people get downloads, but they just think it ain't shit. They just think they'll get a certain type of thing on their plate from the divine. They're like, man, that ain't for me. Well, if you're honest with yourself and you actually see who you are, it is for you. But if you keep putting on a perception that ain't you and you get something that is you, it's going to be a contrast of interest. So you kind of have to just be honest with yourself. Look in the mirror and be like, I'm that nigga, I'm that bitch. And this is what I got to work on. This is what I got to work with. It's going to be right in front of your face. It's going to be right in front of your face once you stay true to yourself and just surrender. Just surrender to like, hey, you know, this ain't working for me. What is working for me? You're going to get the right things that's going to work for you. Because a lot of these things, even though other people may have worked on it and worked with it, that ain't for you. That's what I mean by just being honest with yourself. Because not all these systems and practices are for you. That's just being real. There's going to be some things that's for you, but you got to, be receptive to it. It'll come to you. Do with your affirmations and how you feel and being receptive, being open to change. Things will come to you. Got to be open to change, though. That's why I think I seen the 555. If you're not open to change, you're going to stay in a limited perception. You're never going to grow. So you kind of have to go outside your comfort zone, even in spirituality, tapping into things that you kind of fear the most. Because, it is what it is. But you got to surrender, yo. Just surrender. Be like, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. Just surrender to your path. Your path will open up to you. A lot of the times we just be resisting what we got to work on. Our spirituality in life just gets hard because you're not tapping into your spirit. So I'm just letting you know, just surrender to that side of you that is trying to speak to you to get some work done. He wants you to do some surgery on it. In order to get it fixed, you got to tap into your spirit. Kind of leave those things alone that get you distracted and just work on your spirituality. Because that's where the real blessings come to, is to utilize your spirit. Because this physical is just a manifestation of the spiritual realm, you know what I'm saying? So just focus on those things that actually move this realm. And that's the spirit. All this stuff's moved by the spirit. It's in a hazy wave state, and then it becomes a solid state. So remember that. This shit ain't more important than the spiritual realm. It's all intertwined. So just focus on the spirit. but do it in a way of balance where you're not running away from the physical, you know? Just make sure that you're balanced. Because there'll be times where, bro, I don't even be wanting to fuck with nobody. Tell you the truth. I just be like, I'm that type of dude. I kind of have to have my space because I'm just too different. I like to be to myself. But even in times in that, I know I gotta like, but I'm cool being by myself. Let's not fool this shit. Like I'd rather be by myself than be around motherfuckers. But even at times where I be too utilizing the spirit, sometimes I do gotta break out of that. But very, very few times because I'd rather be to myself than be around niggas. Just saying. 11:11 on the timer. But you do have to find a balance. You don't want to be too hermit to where you're blacking out opportunities. You just, you know what I'm saying? There is a certain opportunities out here where you kind of have to be a little bit receptive to what's around you. Kind of because you got to have to step out. But then again, you still got to find your balance. You still got to find your balance out here. Still got to find your balance. Yeah, nowadays, yeah, I get people in the chat. I don't even focus on the other energies in the chat. I'm like, they ain't finna stay here forever sending bullshit. Like that's your life. You know what I'm saying? Like I know the chat kind of be saying whatever, but I'm like, bro, that's your life you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Your life is already trash as it is. So we wasn't gonna let them people suffer. You know what I mean? I ain't got time to be interacting with certain people in the chat, just being honest. So I'm just like, hey, bro, leave them in their grave, you know? But yeah, yo, just surrender to your path, and your path will open up to you. Be receptive out here and do the work. And you're going to get more things to work on. You're going to get more on your plate to work with. Don't just be out here thinking like you know everything, thinking like you know all the answers. And then you're going to be closed off to receiving, you know what I mean? Just be honest with yourself. Be like, you know, I really don't know much. You know what? I do need to work on more things because the stuff I'm working with ain't working. So you're going to always get more things to work on, but you got to have discipline. You got to be persistent and working with these things because if you don't use it, you lose it. If you don't use your spiritual gifts and your spiritual knowledge, you do lose it. So keep utilizing it so you can gain more from it and gain more of that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just had to get on here and drop that. I'm not really on here to try to stay on here long because I'm good on that. You might see me later. You might see me not. You might not, you know. But I'm going to be on about Patreon, dropping more. I got some Patreon downloads I got to get out because I am on Patreon. I don't give all the goodies on YouTube. You know, I just do this because of Great Mother. So, True Divine Self, Great Mother. I really don't be on here trying to like, this ain't for no money, bro. I don't get paid in my spirituality. I just do this because I was sitting down here to do it. So, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to follow my Patreon, it's patreon.com/Shaman Truths. It's an S at the end of truth. I hope you know how to spell shaman. If you don't know how to spell shaman, I don't know what to tell you, fam. But if you want to send a cash donation, I have a cash app. It's EG Fisker 1. The spelling for that is EJJIFISKER 1, the number 1. My email will be in my about section. You know, just click on that little arrow when you see Shaman Truths. You will see my email. But that's your boy. I'm out. Peace.